The royal family have found themselves at the center of attention this week after the furore surrounding Kate Middleton's edited Mother's Day photo. The Princess of Wales has been absent from the public spotlight following her abdominal surgery in January, however broke her silence on Mother's Day with a snap of her and her 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, which was later pulled by photo agencies over concerns it had been edited. After Kate's apology on Instagram on Monday, it was reported that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had spoken out about the scandalous. Sources reportedly close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex told US gossip site Page 6, "This isn't a mistake that Meghan would ever make. She has a keen eye and freakish attention to detail." However, an official statement released by an Archewell spokesperson denied these claims, adding to Newsweek, "With respect to Page 6, that did not come from us." But this time last year, the royals were the focus of the world media's attention as they were at the center of the build-up to the king's coronation, which took place in May. Sophie, the former Countess of Wessex, was bestowed with new title of Duchess of Edinburgh after Prince Edward was given his own new title of Duke of Edinburgh by the King ahead of the event. And it was reported the new Duchess of Edinburgh was believed to be relieved now that she doesn't have to curtsy to Meghan Markle as a result of the reshuffle. As the Countess of Wessex, Sophie had to curtsy to the Duchess of Sussex because it ranked Meghan higher, but this is no longer the case. It has been claimed that relations between the two duchesses are strained since Meghan rejected Sophie as a mentor for life as part of joining the monarchy. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. A friend of the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh told Daily Mail, "Sophie is relieved. She no longer has to curtsy to someone in the family who has not only left royal duties but has spent the past 3 years criticizing the institution that Sophie works so hard to support." King Charles upheld the promise made to Edward and Sophie by the late Queen by giving them their new titles last March. The announcement was made on Edward's 59th birthday, and saw him taking over the title previously held by his father, the late Prince Philip. Their son 16-year-old James now becomes Earl of Wessex, the title that his father was granted on his wedding day. However, there was no change for Lady Louise Windsor, Edward and Sophie's daughter. Meghan recalled her first ever meeting with the Queen during the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's explosive Netflix series late last year. The 6-episode docu-series named Harry and Meghan came out in 2 parts, with the first 3 installments coming out on December 8 and the final 3 a week later. In the first part, the couple reminisce about the early days of their romance and her encounter with the late monarch. Harry reveals that Meghan being introduced to his grandmother was a shock to the system and that she was one of the first senior royals she met. Meghan says, "There wasn't like some big moment of now you're going to meet my grandmother. I didn't know I was going to meet her until moments before. We were in the car and we were going to Royal Lodge for lunch, and he's like, oh, my grandmother's here, we're going to meet her after church. And I remember we were in the car driving up and he's like, you know how to curtsy, right? And I just thought it was a joke. Harry adds, how do you explain that to people? How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother? And that you will need to curtsy? Especially to an American. That's weird. Before Meghan says, now I'm starting to realize this is a big deal. I mean, Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. She then performed an awkward and exaggerated curtsy and giggles away as she says, pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.